Peace, power, and prosperity, family. This is Amir, the Chicago crypto hustler, Bitcoin block bully, coming to you once again with a crypto update. This update I'm bringing to you comes from CCN, and it is entitled "Paradigm Shift: Samurai Wallet Removes Fiat Values in Favor of Satoshis." Now, I'm bringing this story for two separate reasons. Number one, to clarify something that I've been saying for a while now, as far as when you transact or transfer from one currency to another, being it fiat to crypto or fiat to fiat, almost like if you go from the United States dollar to the peso, or United States dollar to the yen or the ruble or whatever the case may be. What you're doing is you are going from one currency to another. So when you get the other currency, you're not always looking at the value of the currency that you left. You know what I mean? So if you go to another country and you're using their native currency, you're not watching the value of that currency as it fluctuates, because it does fluctuate much like the American dollar fluctuates, but you don't pay attention to it. But for some reason, when people transfer their funds or their currency from the form of fiat over to cryptocurrency, um, and it's kind of a confusing concept, but one thing we have to understand that crypto is its own currency. So when you switch from fiat over to say Bitcoin, you now have Bitcoin. You no longer have fiat. So you shouldn't say that I have X amount of money in I have X amount of money in Bitcoin, because you don't. You have exactly how much Bitcoin you have. So if you got, we'll say, 0.01234, you have, what is that, 1,234,000 satoshis, because just like there's 100 pennies to every dollar, there's 100 million satoshis to every one Bitcoin. And this is something that I've been trying to get people to understand and comprehend, that even if you would have bought one Bitcoin back when Bitcoin was 20,000 USDs, of 20,000 Federal Reserve notes, the fact that you bought that one Bitcoin means that you transferred those 20,000 Federal Reserve notes over to one BTC. So as long as you have that one BTC, you still have that initial currency that you bought. You have not lost it. So when the value of BTC went from those 20,000 Federal Reserve notes, we'll say down to where we're at now, to 661,000 Federal Reserve notes, someone would say something to the along the lines of, "Oh, I've lost my money," or "I lost X amount of money," when you really didn't lose any money, because you switched currencies. You no longer have Federal Reserve notes. You have BTC now, and you have one whole BTC. Now, the amount of Federal Reserve notes that you can get for that BTC has changed, sure enough, but you still have that one BTC. So just to, I guess, clarify a little more, let me get into the story and see how they're explaining it. Not that they go too much into explaining the actual story, but they give you a basis of why they're switched and removed fiat from their wallet. And it goes on to say, and then we're going to take a look at the wallet also, because it's a very, very, very interesting Bitcoin wallet that I myself am about to download as soon as I'm done with this video, actually. But it goes on to say, Samurai Wallet announced the release of a new app update on September 28th that removes fiat values for wallet balances and transaction fees. Instead, the wallet now shows only Satoshis, or Sats for short, SAT, the smallest unit of Bitcoin for all values. And family, there's these crickets in the room that I've in. I've been trying to find them. I don't know where they at. So if you do hear them, if they're coming through on the mic kind of loud, I do apologize for that. But going on with the story, it goes on to say, I'm going to try to drown them out with my voice anyway. In the announcement, the Bitcoin wallet provider knew that the change could cause some frustration among users and possibly cause some to leave the app. However, the decision was made to clear confusion about the limited role that fiat currency plays in the Bitcoin economy. And I'm going to say that one more time. They said the limited role that fiat currency plays in the Bitcoin economy. The goal is to draw attention to the fact that users are in fact transacting with the token native to the Bitcoin network, BTC, and nothing else. So what they're saying right here is the fact that once you switch, like I said, from fiat over to BTC, you're transacting with a new currency. You have nothing to do with Federal Reserve notes. I could tell you right now, I want 135,648 satoshis for a bike or whatever the case may be. You know what I mean? A grill, whatever. I can sell any goods and services or trade any goods and services for any amount of satoshis I want, regardless of the dollar or the United States dollar value of it. Because one thing we have to comprehend is the United States dollar is not the only value that's tied or is running behind BTC. BTC is a worldwide usable digital currency that has values all over the world, depending on the nation that you're in and the jurisdiction that you're under. So just continuing on with their story, it goes on to say, friendly reminder, Bitcoin still stands as an independent currency. With the influx of new investors in 2017 and 2018, users have become accustomed to seeing Bitcoin and altcoin values described in USD values. This reasoning, Samurai's blog post implies, hides the true independent principle of Bitcoin, which can act as a separate currency system that does not depend on traditional fiat currencies. The current mainstream concept is that Bitcoin is an investment, where some financial institutions are going so far as to recommend Bitcoin for retirement accounts. While the investment concept is viable, it is important to keep in mind that Bitcoin was originally meant to provide a payment option outside of centralized banking institutions. Development since Bitcoin's launch has not strayed from this principle and has not become dependent on fiat in any way. Little do we know. The misconception mainly comes from or engages or thoughts from exchanges. Let me say that again. The misconception mainly comes from exchanges or thought leaders with ulterior motives, according to Samurai Wallet. And let me see, keeping utility foremost in mind. Launched in 2015, Samurai Wallet, which is so it's been here for a while. Samurai Wallet is an open source app that has tried to remain true to Bitcoin's ethos. It is a privacy centric wallet with the mission to keep users' transactions private and identities masked. As Samurai's mission states, we are privacy activists who have dedicated our lives to creating the software that Silicon Valley will never build, the regulators will never allow, and VCs will never invest in. We build the software that Bitcoin deserves. Samurai's main goal has been to focus on Bitcoin as a payment utility for merchants and customers. The switch to Satoshis as the core unit of measurement backs up this belief, even though it could be a shock to users. The move to stats could possibly be considered too early at this stage in cryptocurrencies, which I could agree with, just for the simple fact that we have been so indoctrinated with this certain way in our concept of money and how we look at money. The divisible way that we comprehend money and everything has been turned upside down when we look at cryptocurrency. So whereas the United States dollar or USD is only broken down into 2 decimal points, cryptocurrency, i.e. Bitcoin, is broken down into 8 decimal points. So it can become very confusing. But like I said, as long as you know that there is 100 million Satoshis in every Bitcoin, it'd be easy to break it down. So like I said, if we had just random 0.00268,444, that would be 268,444 Satoshis. And that's how I would articulate that dollar. I mean that Satoshi amount. Let me see. Where did I leave off? Consider to okay. With a belief in maintaining a healthy Bitcoin network, the wallet developers made a decision in 2017 not to support Bitcoin Cash and considered it an attack on the Bitcoin network. As one of the first to switch to Satoshi only measurements, Samurai's Gusty update could be the start of a large effort to separate Bitcoin distinctly from fiat currencies. And what we're going to do now is actually head over to the Samurai website. And this is samuraiwallet.com. That's SAMOURAI wallet, WALLET.com. And it says a Bitcoin wallet for the streets. A modern Bitcoin hand forged to keep your transactions, a modern Bitcoin wallet hand forged to keep your transactions private, your identity masked, and your funds secure. Let me see, so you can get alpha access. So let's go on. I'm just gonna do a very, very, very quick review, but then at a later day I'm gonna come back and do a full review of the wallet in itself. So it says high security. Samurai is highly secured and constantly adding functionality to keep your Bitcoin safe. Transactional privacy. Samurai has formulated multiple algorithms that help preserve your transactional privacy. They have advanced sending. Samurai gives you fine-grained control over privacy and miners with every send. Okay, so introducing paynames. the first full BIP47 implementation, bringing privacy to public payment addresses. And for those that may be seeing these BIP numbers, BIP39, BIP44, BIP47, it basically stands for Bitcoin Improvement Proposal. So these are different proposals that have been implemented within the Bitcoin system. And BIP47 is one such proposal, which basically groups together, instead of you having an address to use to send funds to, you'll get a payment code to use to send funds to. And this payment code will be able to be utilized for more than one cryptocurrency, to my understanding. But like I said, we'll get to that at a different date. They have the ricochet, increased fungibility, and thwart blockchain snoops and spies. Trusted node. If you don't know what a node is any device, smart device that is hooked up to the Bitcoin network and helping secure it. But let me see, push transactions to your own personal full node. So they're like almost like the synapse in your brain, if I'm not mistaken. Like I said, we're gonna do a full review on this. Remote SMS commands. The first Bitcoin wallet to hide itself and offer a remote self-destruct button. Okay, that's new. It's the first Bitcoin wallet to hide itself and offer a remote self-destruct button. I can't wait till I do the full review on this wallet. That's going to be interesting. When you walk the streets, it's good to have a samurai on your side. I definitely agree with that. Let me see about the samurais. We are privacy activists who have dedicated our life to creating the software. Okay, that's what they said in the last one. The Silicon Valley will never build, the regulators will never allow, and the VCs will never invest in. We build a software that Bitcoin deserves, and that's the anonymous software. I definitely agree with this wallet and what they have going on. I'm kind of disappointed that it took me so long to get up on this. I like to be first and foremost when it comes to certain things. Not first and foremost, but at least in the know when it comes to certain things cryptocurrency related. Now, this is another thing that we're going to look at, another option that they do have on, in addition to the Samurai Bitcoin wallet, you also have what they call Sentinel. And the Sentinel watches your offline Bitcoin wallet. So if let's just say I activate or I make a Mycelium wallet, an Engine wallet, a BitPay wallet, a blockchain wallet, what this device will be able to do, let's go into it. The Sentinel is the easiest and fastest way to receive payments into your offline wallet. Let me see. No private keys. Sentinel only uses public keys. It never knows or never asks for your private keys, meaning that it's not able to withdraw any funds from your wallets that you're going to be using and hooking up to it. So it says receive payments into your offline Bitcoin wallet anywhere, anytime, meaning that you don't have it on any device. Because always remember, you can upload and create a wallet and then erase it from your phone. That wallet is still active and it's active but dormant, meaning it's not on a device, but you can still send funds to it and it can receive it. So with this platform right here, the Sentinel deterministically generates new Bitcoin address for each of the wallets in your watch list. So that means you can add different wallets into your watch list, track multiple wallets at a time, keep track of all your HD wallets and any individual Bitcoin address with your watch list. That's very convenient. Let me see, download, and it is available for Android. So let me see, that's real convenient that you'll be able to attach different wallets to this one device. That way you can get payments going to whichever wallet you want it to go to versus you having to go to each wallet separately and pull up the the QR code or the wallet address or whatever the case may be. So these two platforms right here, very, very, very key for any crypto enthusiast. Like I said, I'll be doing a more in-depth review on both platforms, Sentinel and the Samurai Bitcoin wallet. Until the next video, this is Amir, the Chicago Crypto Hustler, Bitcoin Block Bully. Family, I hope this was a very informative video. If it was, please hit the like button. Please share this out and subscribe if you have not yet. If you've already subscribed but you haven't hit the bell button, make sure you hit the bell button so that way you get the notifications. Also, you can find my social media connects within the description of the video. And to the next video, peace, power, and prosperity, family. I am out of here.